Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your financial abundance tarot and oracle card reading. This is a reading for all Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So money and career reading today. We're going to go past, present, future, and advice. I'm loving this for you already. And we're starting with the Seasons of the Witch and going right into the Fortune Oracle. Then we'll hear from the tarot about money and career today. All right, in the past, you have the Ten of Wands, the Magician. I feel like your hard work paid off here. In the present, you've got the Four of Cups. Interesting, you just had the Three and then the Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Five of Wands. There may be competition around you. It's not a time to settle. You have in the outcome the Devil, the Empress, and so you got to be a little careful here because you have money coming in. But the Devil and the Empress both like luxury. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Interesting in the advice. The Devil comes right before the Tower. I'm really getting jazzed by these cards. The Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So this is the advice. This is the outcome. You're going to have a lot of choices and opportunities and options coming in here with money. But like I said, I feel like there's something about that Devil. I'd also say too, the Devil is in the details. It's not a time to cut corners. If you're getting overwhelmed by something financially, let's get organized. You know, let's not be in the place where you run and hide from stuff. Otherwise, it will cause a problem. But I do like this. I feel like especially the Empress, you're going to have phenomenal ideas. So you have this sunflower here. Follow your bliss and watch as the things that are meant for you come home to you. Oh, I love it. A homecoming for you. With the energy of the cracker, positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. So I feel like you are going to be coming into your own here. Now we have here 4 major arcana. We technically have all the elements in the Magician, but actually we have them all anyway. So this will be your time where I feel like, especially with that energy of the Magician, I feel like you got off to a hot start with something, even if it was a lot of work. I feel like you saw progress and things where you were making gains. Now, you might have hit just a little hiccup currently, and maybe that's why you're here. That energy of the Magician, though, is a time where you're manifesting, a time where you're attracting, where it just seems like easy street. I will say with the Ten of Wands, I do feel like whatever it was, it cost you some work. So even if you were in some kind of a study program, if it was college or post, graduate work or something like that, where I feel like you knew it was for you, but it was difficult, okay? Or if it's starting your own business where you're like, I can tell this is for me. I can't wait to do it. I'm not afraid of it. It's not frustrating, but it's taking time. All right, people ask me if I do personal readings, and I'd love to when I retire. But right now I'm still at a full-time job and it's just a time thing. All right. So I get that when you're like, if I have the time. So be careful not to stretch yourself like a rubber band because I feel like you could do that very easily. And part of it is because you are seeing progress. In the present, you have terracotta pots. You have profound power when you stay true to yourself and those around you. So like I said, it's not a time to just take shortcuts on things. And it may be something too, if you have certain people that you're used to getting services from, even if it's on a personal level, like it's your hair or something, this might not be a time unless you absolutely have to. If you're like, well, they are booked or they're on a leave of absence, I must. You have transformation. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. So I like the Knight of Cups here because I feel like somebody here needs a little bit of a life raft. So if it is something where you're like, yeah, I don't want to switch people, but they're not available, tell me something I didn't know, tarot. I do feel like with the Knight of Cups, that comes in of service. So it may be that person that comes in that or the person who's on a leave that says, here's who I would go to, and I'll be back soon. With that Five of Wands, though, I do feel like you're going to have a competitive energy around you. So you might find if you start looking around for some type of new service provider or something of that nature, people are trying to get your business. And so I feel like they'll fight over you, Taurus. Or if you're interviewing for jobs, if you're in sales or something where you might find you quickly need somebody to help you organize things. Now, that Five of Wands with the Four of Cups, I'd also tell you, though, that Four of Cups is not too interested in participating. And so if you are getting into a situation that feels overwhelming and hectic, we've got to kind of snap out of it and make a move. Because I feel like there's something about that if you just kind of try to do nothing. All right, if you're like, I lost my job and I don't want to do my resume, I don't want to be on Indeed or whatever website, I don't want to do these things, but it's like sometimes we just have to suit up and show up and do it anyway. So I feel like, or if it's somebody around you, if it's your significant other and you're like, yeah, we need two incomes, we cannot stay in this for long. I feel like there's something about that kind of snapping out of something. I'd also say too, though, in the future, this may be a time to kick an old bad habit, especially if it's costing you money. You know, I haven't looked at the price of like cigarettes and alcohol in a long time. I can tell you what processed foods cost. I'm pretty good at doing those, but the others, if there's something that's been costing you. So you have a gain here, no doubt about it. But I do feel like it may be from sifting through things, even services, okay, or streaming services and stuff like that. You know, I get to the point where I've watched every documentary and it's like, is this worth it anymore? Because I don't have anything I can watch now, at least for a while. So it might be about taking a break too from some things. Now, overall, you have abundance. Let the power of abundance flow through you and open up fresh opportunities for growth. With the energy of celebrations, you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. But you know what we say, we got to clear out the old. All right, we've got to be done with whatever this devil is. And so I feel like we said, you may get an abundance of money because the devil loves to spend, but so does the Empress. And with that Seven of Cups energy, you may find that you're a bit indecisive, like should I or shouldn't I? Like there's a bit of a push-pull. And I feel like that's why you need to be aware of what are your long-term goals with money, because you may have the extra money to do it, but then later on you'll say, man, I wish I wouldn't have. I just get this hesitation on overspending, even if it's some really bougie bag or a car. I've done it myself, okay? I've done it before. And I feel like there's something about it, about staying grounded. And later on, you're going to be glad you have that extra money. That's just how I get it. Now, with the Empress, though, you're wildly creative here. And so you're very attractive to people as well. So you may find with this energy overall, you're wanting to kind of sift through people who are phony and fake, and you're looking for the trustworthy people. So I do feel like with this Empress energy, it is a time of abundance. And with the Seven of Cups, you're going to have many choices. There is no limit here on there's no governor or cap on what you can do. And especially with the advice, because this gets real interesting. So you have abundance again with bushels of apples. Invite your truth forward and invoke the power of healing, growth, and the true essence of who you are. Now with abundance, lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. So you got to lean into that energy and know. Now with the Tower, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords, there is a conflict, but I feel like they're telling you not to jump into the middle of it. Serve yourself as a bystander. With that Three of Pentacles, though, it's definitely camaraderie and moving forward. So I feel like it's about these two. You're here, okay? You're in a Three of Pentacles state of mind. Finding the people you work the best with and letting the others fall by the wayside. So, interesting. I love it. Good things are coming. I love you, Taurus, and I'll be back again soon.